Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving into something that, let's be honest, can feel pretty stressful: handling banking in a brand new country. We're going to give you all the key phrases, the important terms, and even the cultural stuff you need to know so you can walk into any bank in the USA and feel completely in control.
Walking into a bank, trying to manage your money, and doing it all in a language that might not be your first, that can make anyone a little anxious. But it really doesn't have to be that way. This explainer is all about giving you the right tools, the right words to turn that feeling of anxiety into pure confidence. All right, you ready? Let's get into it.
So we've broken this down into 5 easy-to-follow parts. First up, we'll chat about why U.S. banking might feel a little different from what you're used to. Then, the big one. We'll walk you through opening your very first account. After that, we'll stock your toolkit with phrases for all those everyday transactions. And of course, we'll cover what to do when problems pop up. And finally, we'll talk about how you can take all of this and make it second nature. This is your roadmap.
Okay, first things first. To really get comfortable with U.S. banking, it's not just about learning a list of words. Nope, it's about understanding the culture. You'll find that banking here is often very polite, very friendly, and there are some specific questions that come up all the time. So, probably the very first question you'll hear is, are you looking to open a checking or a savings account? Now, on the surface, this seems simple, but the difference is really important. Think of it like this. Your checking account is for your daily life. It's your in and out money, for groceries, rent, bills, you name it. Your savings account is more like a storage unit for your money, a place where you put cash you don't need right now, and it can slowly grow by earning a little bit of interest. Getting this distinction down makes everything else way easier.
You're also going to hear a lot of phrases like these. This is all part of that friendly American customer service style. It's meant to make you feel welcome. So when someone says, "Let me just pull up your account," all they mean is, "Hold on 1 second while I find your information on my computer." It's just a polite way to fill the silence. It's totally normal, so just roll with it. All right, let's tackle the main event: walking into that bank and opening your account. This can feel like a huge deal, but I promise you, once you know the steps, it's actually pretty simple. We're going to walk through this together so you feel totally prepared.
The whole thing really just comes down to these 4 simple steps. You walk in and say what you're there for. You show them some paperwork to prove who you are. You'll answer a few basic questions, and then you just double-check that all the details are right. See? When you lay it out like that, not so bad, right? This is guaranteed to be one of the very first things they ask. So what exactly do they need? Well, for a valid photo ID, your passport is perfect. A U.S. driver's license works too. For proof of address, they just need something official with your name and current address on it. A recent utility bill, like for electricity or internet, or your apartment lease agreement are usually the best options. Pro tip: have these with you and ready to go. It makes you look prepared and makes the whole process so much smoother.
Okay, here's a term you absolutely need to know because it can save you money: the minimum balance. Some accounts require you to keep a certain amount of money in them at all times. If your balance drops below that amount, you might get charged a monthly fee. So before you sign anything, always ask this simple question: is there a minimum balance requirement? This can save you from some nasty surprises down the line. Now, overdraft protection can sound a little confusing, but think of it as a safety net. Let's say you forget how much money is in your account and you accidentally try to spend more than you have. With overdraft protection, the bank will cover the purchase for you, so your card doesn't get declined. The catch: there's almost always a fee for this service, so it's good to know if you have it and what it costs.
Woohoo! Your account is officially opened. Congratulations! Now, let's get you set up with the language you'll need for all the normal day-to-day stuff, whether you're at the bank in person or just using the app on your phone.
This little table here is your new best friend. It's like a translator. So if you're at the counter, you could say, "Can I get a balance inquiry?" But online, you just click on your account summary. If you need to move money between accounts, you tell the teller, "I'd like to transfer funds." On the app, you'd look for the button that says "Schedule a transfer." See? It's often different words for the exact same action. This is a classic. You're at the counter, withdrawing some cash, and the teller asks, "How would you like that?" They're just asking what size bills you want. The easiest, most common answer is, "In 20s, please." $20 bills are kind of the workhorse of cash in the US, so it's a perfect response. Simple, direct, and you'll sound totally natural. Ever look at your bank account online and see a charge that says pending? Don't worry, nothing's wrong. This just means you recently bought something and the bank has put the money aside for it. But the whole process isn't 100% complete yet. It'll usually finalize in a day or two. It's a totally normal part of how digital payments work.
All right, let's talk about something really important. Look, sometimes things go wrong. A weird charge shows up on your statement or you misplace your card. It happens. This section is your guide to handling those moments, not with panic, but with confidence and a clear plan. Memorize this phrase. Write it down. This is your power phrase. If you ever see a purchase on your account that you know for a fact you did not make, you call the bank and you say these exact words. "I'd like to dispute a charge." This tells them this is serious, it's incorrect, and I need you to start an official investigation. It's direct, it's clear, and it gets things moving.
Now here's a huge cultural tip for getting things done in the US. Stay polite, even when you're frustrated. Being polite but firm is way more effective than being angry. Using phrases like, "Could you please explain why this happened?" or "What are my options to resolve this?" shows that you're in control and serious. And always, always ask, "Can I get a reference number for this case?" That way you have a record of the conversation.
So what happens if the bank spots a problem first? They might put a fraud alert on your account. Now, don't panic if you get a text or a call about this. It's actually a good thing. It's the bank being proactive in protecting your money from potential thieves. They'll just need to talk to you to confirm if some recent purchases were actually made by you.
And on that note, anytime you call your bank or they call you, they are going to ask you security questions. They'll ask for your name, maybe your date of birth, maybe the last 4 digits of your account number. This is not because they don't trust you. It's a standard security procedure they do with every single customer to make absolutely sure they're talking to the right person. It's all to protect you. We have covered so much, but just knowing these things isn't the final goal, is it? The real goal is to make it all feel easy, automatic. So this last section is all about how you take these phrases and this knowledge and turn it into a real, usable skill.
So how do you get there? How do you make it feel like second nature? You practice. But it doesn't have to be scary. You can role play with a friend. You could also try a really small, low-stakes transaction in person. Seriously, go to the bank just to deposit $10. It gives you a real-world rep. Listen carefully to the words the tellers use. You can even write out a little script for yourself on your phone before you go in. Every single one of these little steps builds a mountain of confidence.
And there you have it, your complete guide to feeling confident and in control during any banking conversation in the US. Remember, the journey from just understanding this stuff to feeling truly fluent starts with one tiny action. So my question to you is, what's the first phrase you're going to try out? Your journey to mastering this starts today.